don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
What's the latest? How do you keep up? How do we keep up?
I'm not really keeping up right now. I'm not keeping up. I already said it, so I'll tell you. I decided I'm not coming back this year.
Why?
Well, it's been 14 seasons.
14?
Yeah, 14. And they allowed us to sit around for a little too long because it was making a decision. But during that time, I had started working on a lot of other things, and I got some nice big projects coming soon. So I'm super excited about those things. But it's not just that. It's just like, after you really have time to think, and a friend of mine was like, why do you keep doing it? And I was like, well, I think because I've just been doing it so long, it just feels weird to think not to do it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a moment.
Okay, you just said take a break.
Well, no, I'm not coming back this year.
Ever.
Well, I would say, I don't want to say never.
What's the latest? How do you...
Hey guys, so we got some information with regards to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. As you all probably already know, they are on some type of hiatus because they have decided to basically revamp the show. And in revamping the show, they are looking for all new housewives. Now, it is stated that some of the old housewives would be coming back on with the new cast. It was stated that it could possibly be Kandi, Marlo, and Kenya. Then I heard people speculate it was Kandi, Marlo, Kenya, and Drew. So at this point, none of these ladies has confirmed that they have actually been, offered to come back. And honestly, in an interview that Kenya Moore did 3 days ago, she actually stated nobody really received any offers and that they were still waiting. Well, in this interview that you guys just watched, Kandi basically stated that they were on this break and, Bravo gave them this big break because they were waiting to hear back. And she, in essence, took on other projects, which is, I don't know, a little suspect because not that long ago, Kandi was stating that she was waiting for Bravo and had not gotten an offer, and they were acting like she did not have other things to do. So it's rather interestingly, now she's saying that she will not be returning back to Bravo, and fans are speculating that did she really quit the show, or is it that she just didn't receive that call to come back and she's basically throwing in the towel before she gets that pink slip to say, we're not asking you back. Think about it. None of the ladies were asked back. So if you were not asked back, that's kind of a problem, because if they wanted you that bad, they would have asked you back by now. I want to get into this video clip that Kenya Moore did, I want to say about 3 days ago. And I want you guys to listen to what she said when asked about returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta and about, the upcoming cast. So let's get into that video clip.
Gotta ask if you're coming back to that show. Everybody.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta, we have to know.
A lot of talk out there.
It's a lot of talk. Yes. They're getting closer to making an announcement on who's going to be staying and who's going to be going.
That's not what I asked you.
I can't. Well, I have to let them say.
All right, watch this.
Yeah,
Do you look forward to returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta?
You know what? If it's in my future to return, I do look forward to it.
This woman has media training.
Yeah,
she really does.
Former Miss USA. What do you expect?
I love it.
It's the first thing that we get trained on. It's media training.
Kenya, I did hear rumors that they pretty much axed the entire cast for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. How true is that?
Oh, that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some people are coming back. Some people are...
That might be a true statement.
So you are coming back. So we'll see Kenya on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Can we say that?
That might be a true statement.
Well, I'm
Trigger's rolling his eyes. He's like looking up in the air. He's throwing his hands up. He's like,
I thought we was friends. You're supposed to keep it 100 with your boy.
Well, yeah, that's through text messages, but not like for the world.
Opens phone.
I also heard that Nene may be returning. Do you look forward to Nene returning if that would be a possibility for the Real Housewives of
That
Atlanta?
door is closed.
You think it's
I
closed?
mean, when you sue your employer, what do you expect to happen? It's like, listen.
That's the thing.
I mean, I don't understand why people think that's a possibility. I don't hate on it, on the idea of it, because I've been very vocal about the fact that I think she was great for the show. But in reality, how do you recover from suing your bosses in the network and saying all the things that she said? I mean, I just don't know how you didn't just burn a bridge, you blew it up.
Some people would like to see Nene back, but
Me too.
No,
myself included.
Okay.
But I'll quote our boss in the words of Andy Cohen. She told me to keep her name out of my mouth, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So that's your answer.
There it is. If you coming back, I better know before everybody else know. That's all I'm gonna say about that right there.
With a date with a man, with a love interest.
Oh, if I come back,
If
will
you come
there
back.
be? Well, I hope so.
Okay.
Okay, guys, in this video that you just watched, Kenya did this interview at the radio station here in Atlanta, and I would say maybe give it a week. It's not older than a week that she did this interview. Now, in this interview, she said that Bravo was very close to making an announcement. They were very close to pretty much letting us know who would be staying on the show. She also stated that everybody would not be staying. She definitely said that, people would be gone, is what she stated, but she did not want to say anything. So it could be possible that maybe she had already knew. Now, get this, Kandi has held out for this entire time. She has also did interviews and stated that she was waiting and had not heard anything from Bravo. So what I want you guys to understand is, if you have not been called back, there's a great possibility that you won't be back, because if the network thought you were so good, then they will call you back right away, because they don't want you to, start to do other things. But the fact that they did not give you a contract truly states that they're out looking for something better. And possibly if they cannot fill that void, then maybe they will fall back on 1 or 2 housewives, 3 at the most. Now, Kandi comes out to say she's not joining Housewives this season because ultimately now she's so busy and she's taken on other projects. But when asked would she return, she did not say she wouldn't return, but stated she would not be returning this season because now she's so busy. I don't buy that I don't buy it. I just do not buy it, because Kandi has held out for this entire time, and I can go and get plenty of interviews and things that she stated online. And what she stated online is Bravo is taking forever, which is a clear indication that she was waiting for them. I believe the last thing she stated was probably a month ago. So if you were waiting for them a month ago, then now you're saying you decided to not come back. Honestly, guys, I don't believe Kandi was on the list to come back. And I believe she got wind of it and decided to go and say that she's not coming back, because I don't believe she was one of the fan faves. And I do not believe that she was one of the people that everybody was wanting to come back. And honestly, they could just start from scratch as far as I'm concerned. They honestly can start from scratch. For me, I think Kandi has had some really good storylines, and Kandi could possibly be good, but I think her and Kenya together, they don't work together, because for some reason they have that attitude as to they can just do whatever they want. They don't have to come with the storylines. I get it. You may not have a storyline all the time, but I feel like even with Kenya's situation, Kenya Moore, she could have talked about her marriage more. She could have talked about her divorce. So I just don't believe that Kandi was one that was going to be asked back, or if so, maybe in a friend capacity. I don't know. But I can honestly say this. If they did not reach out to these ladies and they're holding them out this long, then that says a lot. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and we will talk about this in the comments.